Okay, I'm doing something entirely different on my channel. I know we usually play like Resident Evil and stuff like that. I've been doing a couple of different games lately. I've been doing Final Fantasy 15. I played Rogue Legacy earlier. This is Valkyrieia Chronicles. This is basically a World War II tie-off game. It's a fictional recreation, basically, of a World War II setting with mystical beings and stuff. It's hard to explain. I'm not going in completely blind. I do know a little bit about this game. I played about halfway through it, and I just got to a part that got really hard. And that was back when it was originally came out for the PS4, which was about 2 years ago. So I just re-downloaded it because, like I said, I just got a new PS4 and I'm downloading everything again. But however, for this walkthrough, I have my girlfriend Emily here with me. She's going to be joining us on this Let's Play. I'm trying to get her into video gaming a little bit more. She does have an Xbox 360, so she does like to play games, but I'm trying to expand her horizons and open her up into something. She's actually playing Uncharted 4 with me, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're gonna start a new game. So if you guys want to talk to Emily at all, leave comments down in the description below, and she will read them, and I will have her get back to you if you guys have any questions or anything.
In the east, the sun rose over the
she has like a broken finger, so it's like funny when she points at me.
Otherwise
it's like, hello.
As the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival, and its growing scarcity led to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on.
I love the art design and the direction they did, like with the shell-shaded graphics.
Vast military superiority struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and momentum, the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche. Prologue. Gallia to arms.
Alright, so we get the prologue in the first chapter. I'm probably going to do the prologue because the prologue's generally really short. It's basically a tutorial, so we're going to do the prologue, which is the tutorial, and the first chapter. That's all we're going to play for tonight, just because I have another engagement that I got to do after this. We're going to watch the new Ghost Adventures documentary tonight that we've been looking forward to, so we're going to watch that. But, so, I did want to get this up here tonight, so we are just going to hop in for this. Gotta drink my Powerade, guys.
March 1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule.
So this is a strategy action RPG. So basically, it's tactical movements with real-time attacking. It's not really XCOM-y, because I'm not really that big of a fan of XCOM, but it's weird. It's a healthy mixture, and I think it makes for some really interesting combat. And you actually have to think. You gotta plan your strategy.
Whoa. Already?
Such a nerd.
Hey there, guys. You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
You're talking to fish. They're not going to answer you, bro.
Put your hands in the air. Slowly. Haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are...
The one with the gun. We're with the Brultown Watch. I'm Alicia. Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish, and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know. And you know there's a war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
I have rights.
Thanks, fish.
So what did we learn? Drawing fish equals prison. Those fish were copyrighted and they did not like being drawn.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code. And I intend to take my time finding out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
What have you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old General's house? That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara. You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is. Huh? I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
Thanks. Don't worry about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am, or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there!
Grenade!
Come on!
Ah, little kid got shot. Oh, and those people got shot. People are getting bucked.
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Yeah. I mean, I made it through training anyway.
Well, they're probably just a small scouting team. We should be able to take them out.
I'm with you.
Okay, so we're gonna save our game here because we're going into our first battle. Usually you can tell what the battles are in the game because on the storybook, usually the battles have maps. So if you look on the storybook on the right, like next to the picture of the Empire soldier, you'll see that it's a map. So that's where your battle is for that chapter. The most battles I've seen in a chapter are 2. I haven't seen 3, but yet again, it's been forever and a day since I played.
Okay, here's the plan.
So we're going to eliminate the scouts that are approaching Brule. There's 3 of them. We have to take them out. You fail the mission if Welkin or Alicia dies. So you cannot let them die. And like I said, it's a real-time strategy action RPG, but there are turns. So it's a turn-based battle system. So we'll get into it. So it says you have 20 turns. So either Welkin dies, Alicia dies, or the 20 turns pass. But you need to defeat all enemies to pass the mission. I love this combat system.
I see 3 of them.
That's 3 too many. Stay sharp.
Look at them, they're bosses. Let's do it.
There's something I should explain.
Okay, so command points are basically how many enemy movements you get to move. Now, each personnel person represents a movement. Later on in the game, you'll get vehicles, and those will actually take away more CP. So, I'm actually going to move Welkin right now, and that's going to use a CP point. So here, you get action points, which is that meter right there. So you actually level up your guys, and you get more action points throughout the game that'll actually help you with the meter. Once the meter runs out, try to be in cover at all times. Because if you run out of action points during the meter, you're screwed. Unless you want to use another CP point to move that character into an area. But his meter, his action point meter will be cut. I think it's reduced by like 30% or something like that. So I'm going to move Welkin right here. So we're going to use the R1 to enter attack mode. And you can snap between targets. Excuse me, however, I do like to do the free aim. And if you aim for the head, it actually does more damage. And enemies do have hit points. So we're going to crouch. We're going to aim. So if you look up there on the top, it'll say hits to kill. That's 2 hits to the dome piece for him to die. But if you aim at his body, it takes 7 hits. Now I think for each action that Welkin and Alicia have with their rifles, I believe it's exactly... Actually, it's 5 shots. Yeah, it's 5 shots for the rifle. So you would need another turn. So, you can go for the head, but if you go for the head, you have a higher probability of missing the target. But I'm going to go for the head because I only need to hit him twice and I have 5 shots. So, that's a 40% chance of hitting the target. 2 shots. Alright, so we already performed an attack. Once you perform an attack with a person, you can still finish walking him around because I still have action points. But since we killed the enemy, we're going to end the current action. So we're going to switch over to somebody else and use the remaining 2 CP we have. So, because we have the Watchman and Alicia, I'm going to have Alicia move up. So I'm going to have Alicia go past Welkin. Shit. I think I used too much of our action points. Okay. So now, we're going to have to get behind cover. And when you're in cover, you're immune to headshots, because the enemies can hit you with headshots too. Which sucks. Especially like in a crucial plan. So we're going to end the turn. And then we're going to click back on Alicia. And now my action points are depleted by 30%. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. He's shooting me. Okay. So. You bastard. Okay, so now we're gonna shoot. Ah! Now, when it's the enemy's turn, so we're ending the current action, so we're behind cover. We can still be hit, we just can't be... We can't be headshot. But now, when the enemy shoots, we have a retaliatory strike because we're in the crosshairs of him. So it's going to be the enemy phase. So the guy that's in front of Alicia is going to shoot. He's going to shoot. He's going to miss. She's going to get up and shoot him. And he's going to die. This guy's going to run. Oh, actually, they're ending their phase. Yes, yes, yes. I already know all this. I'm trying to explain the battle system so we don't have to sit here and read the tutorial. Alicia's already there, so I'm going to have her take care of him. And he's far away, so I'm going to go for the body. Because I can always use her a second time to finish off the remaining shots to kill. So it's still 3 shots. Gonna end the turn. We're gonna go back to Alicia and do it again. Even though I didn't move her, I'm using her a second time, so you still lose 30% of your action points. Pow, 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 dead. And that's how you play the game. That's simple. That's like a really dumbed down version of it. It gets way more complicated once tanks and bosses get introduced. Some of the bosses in this are ridiculous. So the experience is how you level up. I recommend, especially if you're going to be playing this with me, there are side missions. You want to do them because you're going to need the experience. If not, you're not going to be able to level up your guys enough to do damage to some of the higher level enemies in the game. So trust me, you're going to want to do them. I'm not going to do them for the purposes of the stream. I'm going to do them off camera just because I feel like here on my channel we should be more story focused, because I'm a very story focused person. I tend not to do side missions, but with a game like this where side missions are extremely important to help you level up your characters, I'm going to do them off screen.
Miss Valkyrieia, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
I love this game. I've never finished this game, but I love this game. The story is incredible.
What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
Love can bloom on a battlefield.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
I love how it has like this epic music and there's just a windmill in the background. You know, no big deal. It's just a windmill. I couldn't have like planes coming across overhead or anything. No, just a windmill.
Chapter 1. In defense of...
Okay, so there's one thing I do want to point out as far as combat goes, and we'll probably get into this more later. When you have a team on the map, you will lose people. But if you lose people, they won't automatically be removed from the map. You will actually have to find another character, click on that character, and go over to claim them, because there is permadeath in this game. So if one of your side characters die, they're dead for the remainder of the story. Yeah, so there is permadeath, almost, I want to say, almost in the vein of, trying to think of that series on the DS. Shit, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. But yeah, there is permadeath, which is why you saw me walk over to that soldier. Once I killed that soldier, he can be revived by his other people if you don't walk over to him to clear him from the map. And if you don't pick up your characters, like your main battle buddies, if you don't pick them up off the map, there are some main battle buddies that will not permadeath, but if they quote unquote die in that battle, they're gone for the battle. You can't use them. So there are some effective members of your team that you're gonna want. They will go down, but you'll want to pick them up. So I just wanted to make that a point because that's a big thing. Trust me, I've lost numerous people that come in really clutch for me all the time, and it costs me a battle. Especially when I have a tank in my face. And I'm like, oh, hi tank, and I have no rocket launchers. And I'm like, that sucks.
Seeing that old mill spinning again really makes it feel like home sweet home.
I hear that. It really is one of the most beautiful things about this town. Well, citizens, our enemy can't be far behind. I thank you for your help. Goodbye, and take care.
No, it's very hard to take this game seriously when my dog is ripping ass. It's hilarious. And you had to do it on my Bruins blanket? Wow, way to be, dog. Anyways. Okay.
How's the packing coming along, East?
Almost done. I only need to take the everyday basics.
That's so bad.
Well, the Empire's got to be close by. Let's hit the road by sundown.
Martha, look! Welks is here!
Oh, welcome back, Welkies.
You're still calling me that? Martha, I'm 22 years old. And more important, you shouldn't be running around. Aren't you due any day now?
A light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know. I've already had 4 of them.
Working hard, girl.
Hello there. Is Welkin in?
Oh, hello, Alicia. What brings you here?
I just wanted to apologize. For before. Here. This is for you.
Yeah, nothing says I'm sorry like a bag of bread. Thanks, bud.
Really? These are for me?
I work at the bakery. Well, I did until the war started anyway. It's where I
Oh,
live,
well, that
too.
makes sense. Sorry.
That's preserved bread, so it's pretty hard. Heat it up before you eat it, all right? I baked it myself, so the flavor's guaranteed. Best you ever had.
Thanks. Do you want to come in?
Oh, look at Welkin turning on the charm. What a goat.
Arrested and shot at? You've had a busy day of it, haven't you, Welkies? And what a lovely lady you are for all that adventuring. Good job, Welkies.
What? Wait, no, it's not like that. Alicia just saved my skin, that's all.
He's right, we just met. I'm not his girlfriend, just his hero.
Ah.
Although I'm really hoping to be his friend.
Oh, well, I'm sure you will. Be good to my whelpies here, won't you?
Hour into knowing the girl, she already put him in handcuffs. Savage.
Okay, seriously, Martha. Enough with the Welkies already.
That's a lovely portrait. Is that General Gunther?
On a more serious note, though, like the story between the two of them and the way they are with each other, I love. They're so good together.
That's Dad.
That's Dad? You're a lucky guy. And who's that with him there? My father, Tamer. He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation. Wait a minute. But I thought the General was your dad. My birth parents died when I was a baby. The General was kind enough to take me in as his own after that.
Yeah. We're not related by blood, but she's definitely my little sister.
Sorry, was that question too personal? No, I don't mind at all. I was blessed with two wonderful fathers. Yeah, I guess you were, huh? Oh, is that really the time? I've got to get going. Why don't you see her off, Welks? I can take care of the rest of this on my own.
Alright, I will. I'll be right back.
See you later, Isara. Safe travels.
Some of the topics in this game get really deep. Some of the topics range from, you know, sex and war, like, you know, whether women should be on the front lines, to discrimination. There's a story arc with Isara later on in the game. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but it has to deal with discrimination and stuff like that. So it doesn't just deal with, you know, love and war. It deals with other topics that don't really get talked about in this kind of medium, and I think that's what makes this game stand out, is that it's willing to tackle those political topics head on, and I think that's what makes this game different. So I have a chocolate lab here, and it's scared by everything.
We've been leaving for a while.
Like, I've never seen a dog so skittish.
Just about everyone is evacuated by now.
I love her. I do. Except when she
Can't
farts on my
blame them.
blanket.
Tensions are rising with the Empire. We'll survive. The Town Watch will guard and protect the home front. Everyone will come back someday. They'll come back when it's safe again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Welkin, I'm curious. Are you gonna join the army like your father?
I don't think that's for me. What I'd really like to do is be a teacher.
Huh. A teacher?
Yeah. Animals and insects, flowers and plants, they've always been my passion. I've learned a lot from nature. You see, my dad, he protected this country as a general, but it's just that I want to give back in my own way. My own way. You know what I mean?
I think I do. You're sure about it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's deep. In your own way. Ah! What was that?
Well, whatever it was, it couldn't have been good.
That sound.
Yeah, that's a bomb. Yeah, leave it to the Empire to just murder random people.
I don't believe it. The mill.
Miss Melkia, the Imperials are attacking. There's a squad of them in town right now.
Get all the town watch together, now! We've got to fend them off!
They must be at Mill Plaza. I'll help.
Thanks, Welcome. Now move out! Stay low!
I want to be a teacher. Give me a rifle. Good for him. Okay, so
I'll explain the mission.
first official battle of the game. Actual real battle with consequence. You can fail this one. You generally won't because it's like the first like battle, but it's not that bad. Alright, so this battle is different from the previous one. Each battle sometimes has different objectives. So it's an easy battle, but you don't just have to kill the regular guys. Once you eliminate the enemy leader, the battle's over. Hidden enemies won't show up in command view, so sometimes there won't always be enemies on the overmap that are there. Sometimes they'll pop up.
Our target is the Imperials in Mill Plaza. Focus on taking down their captain. Breaking the chain of command should at least buy some time for the townspeople to get away.
All right, I got it. Let's all be careful out there.
Got a second? Listen close and I'll explain.
So there are medics later on in the game, but we'll get to that later. So I'm going to use Welkin first. He's going to shoot at me, which I knew. About sightlines, yeah. So if you're in an enemy sight and you walk, they'll shoot you, which is how I knew Alicia was going to shoot that guy in the last one. So we're going to be shot at by both enemies. Yep. Okay. Yes, I know about attacking enemies. So I'm going to try to go for headshots here. This is explaining what I went over last time. The soundtrack in this game is so good. So I'm going to see if we can get him here. Yeah, buddy.
Yes!
Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to move Welkin up front. I'm still getting shot at. I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to click back to Welkin. Okay, so he's in cover, so you can't get a headshot. The only thing you can do is just wear him down, unfortunately. Wow, Welkin's taking a beating. Okay, so I gotta end his turn. And we're gonna go again. Now, I could end my turn right now with that 1 CP, and that 1 CP will be carried over.
Ready to go.
But I'm here. I'm gonna get shot at if I don't at least take the shots, so I'm going to shoot him. Shit. Don't hit me, you bastard. Alright, so I have a feeling this guy's gonna get up and stand and try to come at me. So if he does, Welkin's gonna kill him. Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go, Welkin. Shooting some bitches. He's almost dead. Nice. Wow, there's a lot of enemies. Welkin might die. Oh, nice! Nice, there you go. Way to counterattack. Aw, damn it. Oh wow, they ended their turn. Okay. So I'm gonna have Alicia move up.
Moving out.
Just because Welkin's almost dead. Pow, pow. Pow, right in the kisser. Sometimes you are going to take hits moving. It's just inevitable.
Moving out.
I'm gonna have Alicia kill this guy. On the current turn, I'm gonna have Welkin move up.
Here we go.
How you doing, bud? Oh wow, I hit him all, with all of them. Ow, ow, ow. Well, that was rude. Asshole. That hurt. So see how they saved their CP? That's why they have more turns. I used them all. Wow, that was horrible shooting. There you go, Welkin. So since that was their leader, that CP, they lose, I think it's like 3 points for every captain you kill. So it's good to go for the leaders.
What's that?
Sounds like a tank.
Yep, that'd be a tank. That's no bueno. Yeah, so they're dead. I love how he just stood there. Like, you're really gonna murder a tank with, I don't know, a rifle? Come on, people, think. Use your heads. So yeah. Now we have a tank to deal with. So yeah, that's a grenade. So they ended their turn.
Welkin, tank!
That's not good. We're not equipped to take out a tank.
I hate to say it, but we should probably pull out for now.
No.
Get off this road and into the alley to the east. It's too narrow for a tank to follow. And try to stay behind cover while moving. One blast from that turret and it's over.
Alright, so yeah, So yeah, basically, we started down here to move up here just to run all the way back. So remember how I said you could feel this mission? This right here, this tank, yeah, will fuck your day up. So try to avoid it the best you can. So
Here we
we're gonna go with Welkin. Fuck, I'm being shot at from everywhere. Fuck, I'm gonna die. Okay. Shit! Shit! This guy's gonna murder me. Oh, I hit the guy behind him.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm almost there. Okay. Welcome. Run! I made it. with like 2 hits left, I made it.
Looks like we shook her.
If they're rolling in the tanks, there's not much the town watch can do. We'll try to buy time so everyone can get away. I'll dig in my heels at the main gate and do what I can to stall them.
Okay, I'll head back to my house and grab Isara and Martin, then come back.
Be careful out there, Welkin.
So, I would have stayed and killed more enemies to get more experience, but considering I was close to death, so yeah, this is Valkyrieia Chronicles. I don't think there's any battles in this one. See, I knew once I started I was gonna want to keep going. But yeah, so it's a long game. It's a really long game, especially because you have to strategize. Some of the battles get really long, especially some of the boss fights. Like I said, I think there's like 18 chapters. I think I made it to like chapter 12 when I originally played. My goal was to hopefully get past that. And actually beat this game, and I want to beat it here on stream. But we got through the prologue, we got through the first chapter. So Brule is under attack by the evil dastardly empire. So we're actually going to escape from Brule next time. Because I have a Ghost Adventures movie to go watch, and then to go to bed. So, first thing tomorrow morning, when I wake up, after I make breakfast and eat bacon, we're going to do chapter 2 and 3 tomorrow. And I am going to continue my Final Fantasy 15. And as for Rogue Legacy, that was probably just a one-off stupid little video I wanted to do. You know, just to showcase something different, just to talk. But yeah, so we'll continue chapter 2 and 3 tomorrow on this, and I will do part 2 of Final Fantasy 15 tomorrow as well, because I know y'all are waiting for that. So, until then, people, peace out, Girl Scout. Be safe. Bye.